It's Wednesday, August the 23rd, 2017, and I'm at Ashmore in Dorset to do a further walk along Wessex Ridgeway. Now passing the church in Ashmore. It's quite early, about 8 o'clock, and it's also quite misty, so it's not going to be possible to video distant vistas at the moment. It is forecast to clear. Wessex Ridgeway turns off the road in Ashmore along this track. The track that is Wessex Ridgeway strides on. As you can see, it's quite grey and misty. Bit of a view over to the left, although it's a misty one. And there's the very wide track of Wessex Ridgeway. Wessex Ridgeway strides on into the distance. We're now approaching a small patch of woodland. There's confirmation we're on Wessex Ridgeway, and at the small patch of trees, the path just continues ahead. Now heading towards the trees of Ashmore Wood and the path narrower. It's starting to brighten up just a touch. The track now enters Ashmore Wood. At this junction with a wide track, we take the narrow path ahead through the wood. The path is muddy and narrow, and we're going through these huge conifers. We come to the edge of the wood and turn right down here. That last path was very muddy in places. Now on the path by the edge of the wood, and this is quite muddy in places as well. Later, the path heads downhill. At the bottom, Wessex Ridgeway turns right along here. Now Wessex Ridgeway turns left to head uphill again. The path climbs steeply uphill. We now come to the edge of the wood and follow this path ahead. As you can see, the sun has come out. That's the first toadstool I've seen this year, signs of autumn. And still on this path by the edge of the wood. Now on this broad green track heading downhill to a road. Now joining the road where Wessex Ridgeway turns right for a short distance. We turn left off the road along this bridleway. The path continues through woods. At the edge of the woods, Wessex Ridgeway turns right up there. Iron Courtney is the other name for Shroton. And it's at the same point as the last clip, so there's another 2¼ miles of the walk to do. After crossing a main road, Wessex Ridgeway continues along this track. There's a view, just about see it over to the left. The wide path winds through a wooded area. The path emerges from woods, and an inspiring view opens up over to the left. And there's the track continuing. At this point, the wide track bears to the left, but Wessex Ridgeway continues along that grassy path ahead. Now there's a view down to Shroton, where the walk will end, and rising beyond it Hambledon Hill, which is where Wessex Ridgeway continues. The path goes steeply downhill. Still heading downhill to Shroton. Wessex Ridgeway crosses the A350 main road and now takes this small road into Shroton. There's the village sign. Yes, it has two names. continuing along the road. Now at the crossroads in Shroton and the end of today's walk along Wessex Ridgeway.